We're live. So that's a thing. Look, you can't see my mouse. I hung something up, and hopefully it won't fall down while we're doing this. Okay, so I am going to be streaming on Instagram as well while we're doing this here, because on Instagram, I can't post any links. And people are lazy, so I'm going to be on both. So let me just hit that button, see what's going on. It might tell me to F off. Oh, no, I'm live there too. Okay, so this is like the Twilight Zone. And how's everybody doing? I'm right now into a tall can of Budlier. It's a French beer. It's very delicious. Hang on. All right, I will. Got Instagram over here fucking yelling at me. Oh, good times. So what are you guys drinking? You are not late. You do not need to run to Dollar Tree and get a pregnancy test. Yeah. Budlier. Yeah. It's quite good. And along with all this noise, we're going to be reading some stuff, and I'm going to unveil the new book. Shit on a shingle. Okay, let me see if I can do this real quick. I wonder if it'll still let me do it. And publish. Okay, so if you guys already know, don't ruin it. Am I live here? Probably not. Okay, let me try this again. Yeah, and now, because you're not looking at me. Delete video. Sure, whatever. This is crazy. Okay, live. Go. Am I live now? What happened over here? This is crazy. There's too much stuff going on, guys. I don't even know what's going on. Oh. You're live. Hey, everybody. Oh, gosh, everybody. How's it going? No, see, if you're new, I don't know what this button is doing. Oh, that's not at all what I want to have happen. Okay. Oh, geez. I'm trying to, let me just close out of this app altogether. I'm trying really hard to stream on Instagram at the same time. But I don't know if you know this or not. But this isn't real. Oh, here we go. Boom. Now we're going to be doing. Yeah, I don't know why it always does this on your guys' stuff. It's Friends for Shit Marijuana. Oh, that's probably why. For some reason, every time the Bryants, not every time, but a lot of times, when the Bryants leave a message in the chat, it gets held for review because they're naughty. Becky says hi. Hello. Hi, James. Hi, Jam. Oh, my gosh. Okay. I know. Who would have thought that the Bryants would be so filthy? It's not like they love to hear the word jism or anything like that. But seriously, so I'm going to unveil. See, you told us when the party was started this time, so I arrived early. There you go. See, all I have to do is let you guys know like a week and a half in advance, and then tell you every day that I'm doing something on that day, and you guys eventually show up. So it's pretty awesome. But this right here, this is the new chapbook that is out as of right now. And so the unveiling. Yes. 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 So this is my new chapbook called Mart. And if we want to be funny about it, it is about consumerism in America. And if you want to be even funnier about it, what's that say? What's that say? Uh-huh. Use your brains, people. Classic. Classic, classic, classic. All right. So I'll read something out of here. And just so you guys know, I posted this on Instagram as like a sneak peek to see if anyone could figure it out. But it's to the pandemic workers of Walmart. Thank you for risking your lives and the lives of your families by being on the front lines of the madness that was and is COVID-19. So that's kind of nice. Like, as much as Walmart is a fucking shit show, there's people who've been working there through this whole fucking thing. And I wouldn't fucking do it. I wouldn't fucking do it at all. Like, fucking pandemic, like, here, let me fucking bag your groceries. Like, fuck no, dude. Like, nope. So this one here is called Baby Baby. Baby Baby, it's all fucked up at shit, baby. What is, she asked. Me, I'm shit, I'm all fucked up. What are you talking about? It's my writing, baby, it's shit. Why? It's all about crap, baby, crap. All I'm writing about is either taking a shit, going to the doctor, going to the post office, chicks I fucked 25 years ago, 25 fucking years, and Walmart. I'm fucking writing about going to Walmart. So what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? It's shit. It's Walmart. Where the fuck is the danger? Where's the sex? Where is the dark fucking souls? She shook her head. You are being ridiculous. Someone needs to write about Walmart. Someone needs to be the voice. Oh, turn the page, buddy. Someone needs to be the voice of consumerism in America. Fuck that, baby. It's all shit. I'll end up with so much material that I'll end up writing a book all about Walmart. I think you should, she said. No, baby, it's all shit. Fucking strike me down, someone up there. It's shit. It's all shit. There's no desire. There's no flame. It's fucking madness. It's mundane, missionary, no fear, nothing. It's all over, she sighed. Well, she said, I'd read it. You would? Yes, she smiled. I took the fork out of the drawer and bent a couple of the prongs down and stuck it into the light socket. Everything was dark. So that is a little taste of this book. Hello. Let me see if I can do this without shaking the camera so much. So yeah, so that's Matt Walmart. Yeah, so that's the new book, dude. That's kind of exciting. It's not as dark as the last book, and not as hopeful as the last book at the same time, which is Pharmaphoeinx Rises. I'm going to read a couple things out of here real quick. And I need to see what you guys are drinking in the chat immediately. And here's another little bit. Somebody tell me if this is true. Is fucking that little dude, what's his fucking name? Merriweather or whatever. Is he fighting that fucking YouTube brother guy? Is that tonight? Is that like a thing? I just saw something about this when I was driving by a bar earlier today. And Sam's Choice bottled water. Damn, you're going to drink me under the table. Hey, Thomas. Alrighty. So let's get a couple things out of here. What was I going to do in this one? I was going to read, no, but there's a lot of people drinking water. It's freaking hot outside. I don't blame you guys at all. I just had a decaf Americano. Man, you guys are making me feel kind of lushy over here. Who the F is Merriweather? What's his name? I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Oh, Floyd Merriweather. Yeah. There you go. Boom. All right, so what was I doing? Oh, okay. So I was going to read some stuff out of the end of everything, but I just recorded a audiobook of that, and it's up on my YouTube page. So I didn't want to. I need to be on your level. Which part? The part where I forget everything, or the part where I was drinking Mike's Hard Lemonade earlier, so you're not so lushy. Okay. Mayweather, not Merriweather. Ah, that's right. Okay. I feel better now. Because Merriweather, this is stupid. You want to hear what I first think of when I think of Merriweather? Merriweather was the guy who Ricky was trying to impress on I Love Lucy when Lucy said that she was clairvoyant and could talk to the other side. And so they had him over and they had like a fake seance, and he wanted to talk to Tilly, who they assumed was his dead wife, but it was his cat. So spoiler alert on a show that's like 60 fucking years old. All right. Over the fence. They say the grass is always greener on the other side. But beneath that grass, the things you don't see, dirt, rot, bugs, worms, death, shit, decomposition, bones, old family pets, lies, and bodies. Things that the neighbors don't want you to see. It takes a lot of death to make something beautiful. You have to ask yourself if the causes are worth the effect. So that was a quicken. And this one is called Tomorrow. When you have depression, it's easier to do things early. What I mean by this is if you get up before the phone rings, before she asks you anything, before you realize the bills are due, before anything can fuck up your day. If you get up, take a shower, put on deodorant, cut your nails, put on your socks and shoes, if you do these things before the day fucks you, you will have accomplished something. If you wait for the phone to ring, for someone to yell, for the bills to come in, for the dogs to bark, etc., you will put it off. You will. You will look at the dirt under your long nails, the calluses on your bare feet. You will smell your stink, your crotch. You will sit in dirty clothes, days since your last shower, light a cigarette and say, I'll do it tomorrow. Whew, that's some good advice, guys. Yeah. You have to go for it, guys. Love the death poem. Thank you. This one is kind of sad, but kind of not so sad. This is called Eulogy. You beautiful thing, you have brought me so much joy the last 3 months. I don't know what I would have done without you. You died yesterday, and it broke my heart. You broke my heart. You got me through one of the hardest times in my life. You looked like a little baby chick, like a toy chick. You were big and yellow, but fit perfectly in my hand. The red button looked like your beak. I don't know why I did, but early on in our relationship, I took the metal guard off of you, and that made the flint wheel look like your eye. You were with me everywhere I went. I loved you so much. Without you, I couldn't have had coffee every day. You lit the stove, you lit my cigarettes, you lit my candles, you lit up my life. Those 3 dark months where I never thought I would see light again. Then, after some beer and wine, I tried to light you, to see your flame, and you were gone. I held your beak down to my ear and heard no gas. I tried to light my cigarette off the stove, then remembered that I needed you to light that as well. A tear rolled down my cheek. A chapter of my life closed, as your entire existence did. I left you on the counter, but I think my wife threw you away. I haven't seen you. I don't think a dead baby chick could walk. I'm not mad at my wife. She never knew how I felt about you. To her, you were just a broken Bic. That's really sad. That really bummed me out. I'm going to try to not bum you guys out. Oh. That's the way I've been about laundry for the past 2 days. Good stuff. You're hitting it. Thank you. Hello, Christine. Thank you. Now, this last one, I'm going to read out of this one. This is for my kid. And my kid is graduating in a week. No more school. And I don't know how I'm going to handle this because I'm just thinking of like her first day of school, the first time I took her for school pictures, her first play, the first time she got off the bus and ran to me. I'm going to start crying and I'm not going to do that. So I'll just get to the fucking poem now. It's called You. Oh shit. I'm going to have a cigarette real quick before I get to that. Damn. I know. What the fuck's going on, guys? This is supposed to be a fun party. We're supposed to be drinking and having a good time. I got to finish my Bude so I could have some fucking wine. I'm not supposed to be fucking getting all emotional and crying. This is fucking poetry. It's supposed to be rough and tough, right? Okay, seriously. You. No matter what you do, who you are, who you become, whatever your orientation, no matter your gender, no matter your name, no matter your politics, your clothes, your career, or lack thereof, whether you decide to kill or to love or to be apathetic about everything. No matter how much you fuck up, or if you never do, I will always absolutely love you. Will always be proud of you. Because above all other things, you are my child. You are my joy. Wow, that was fucking depressing. So let's get happy again. Woo. Okay. Quick, somebody send me a gif of a naked lady or something. Oh, shit. Yeah, that was rough. Thank you. All right. Ah, man, you know what? I could go for about 4 margaritas right now. Not that I am trying to drown my sorrows. I'm just fucking thirsty. All right. Whoo, doggy. Now this thing, I never did broadsides before, and I just started. I put my first one up like a week ago, and I posted on Instagram, but I didn't like really tell anybody about it other than the initial shot of it. But this is it. I'm going to read this guy in a second, but there's only 20 of them, and I got rid of a couple already. But I don't know if people want stuff like this. So, but I figured I'd make it because it looks cool and I want one. So, this is for Bukowski. I don't want to hang out. I don't want to talk, not about poetry, literature, or anything. I just want to know that you're okay. I know you've been dead now for like 28 years or something. But I just like to know that it's okay. I read your books over and over in chronological order, so I feel like I've spent years with an old friend. First your novels, then your poetry, then your shorts, then your letters, then all the bootleg shit, and then I start again. I don't worship you, fucker. I just think of you as an old friend. I get drunk with you, I mourn with you, and you don't know me, and that's fine. You probably wouldn't like me. If you did, you wouldn't tell me. I miss Jane too. I'm grateful for Linda Lee too. I'm mad as hell at Linda King sometimes and other times not. I don't want to be the next you. I'm the first me and always have been. If I ever met you at your place, I would bring the beer and wine and not ask you anything. Just sit there quietly drinking with you, and after a couple hours, I'm sure I'd get bored of your old ass and leave. I just miss you. I cry every time one of your books ends because I know that you never wrote that last one. And I know I'm that much closer to saying goodbye. But I know it'll just start again, reading you from the beginning, going through your life again, moving that much closer to your death. I don't force my lines. I know how you feel about ambition, but that's just who I am. Hustle, get pissed off, crawl in a hole for a couple months, then get back up on the horse. Speaking of, I'm not a huge fan of your track poems and stories. I like when you talked about being there, but not the minutia of betting. I don't understand it. That's all right. I'm sure I write poems that people don't like. This one, for example. You remind me of a close friend I had who pulled a Hemingway on the gun range one morning. No orange juice, though. I sometimes see his face when I read your work. I know you don't dig it, man, but I love you in a way. You are not perfect and had many flaws, but at least you showed them to me. That's all that matters. You walked through the fire and came out okay. I hope I do the same. So yeah, so I have 20. No, I don't have 20 of these. I have some of these. If you guys want them. Whew. That was a little bit easier. God, you know what? Dang, I need to go. I promised my son Mario Odyssey. That's okay. This shit got a little bit real over here, so that's fine. Oh hi. Let me see. I think I'm gonna read one more that kind of made me a bit emotional, and then I'm just gonna have fun with you guys. I really, really should have fucking thought this through better. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking starting with the shit that makes you want to put a fucking knife in your throat. Okay, so this one, I don't know. I know we're not supposed to talk about politics here, guys, but things upset me a little bit. So this is called To Bernie, and I wrote this on the 8th of April of last year. I try not to get involved with politics. It seems to always cause fights, arguments, strife. But I was raised Republican in the Reagan era, but soon found out that my own beliefs were fiscally right-leaning, but socially left-leaning, which made me feel like a moderate. Never really voted because I live in California, figuring that the state votes a certain way and my vote wouldn't really matter. When Trump was first running, I thought it was a great idea just to get politicians out of the White House. I felt if anyone else won the 2016 election, it would just be more of the same, and I was uninterested. My wife was very adamant that our president should be someone that you look up to, someone that inspires you. I always wanted He-Man or Hulk Hogan to be president, someone who would kick ass and ask questions later or not at all. We started watching these Democratic debates. At first, just for fun, to watch people argue, to laugh. And after watching a couple of them, something changed in me. Things you said began to ring true in my mind and in my heart, battling with core beliefs that I carried my whole life. I am 42 years old, and for the first time in my life, I felt inspired by a candidate. I felt hope. Hope for change, a better tomorrow on the horizon. I understood finally what my wife had been trying to say to me. How hope could change the world. With the current crisis, you inspired me again. Your words rang true louder than ever, while others hid or bullshitted their way through speeches. You rang true. You gave me hope. I feel since I've been hearing you that I've actually been a better person. Something that I never thought my cynical, self-loathing self would ever allow. Today, you suspended your campaign. Today, my heart broke. Right now, I hold back tears that I never thought a politician could ever make in me. I'm not mad at you. I just want to thank you for the hope you gave me when I didn't think I was capable of having any. You're a good man, Bernie Sanders. Thank you. Fuck me, dude. This is awful. All sorts of fucking crying and shit. Ah, man. Feel the burn. Yeah. Okay. That is out of whack. That's weird. Oh man, did I put my papers in the wrong order? Real men cry, cuz. What's up? What is up? Yeah. Let's see here. We got this, we got that. I think I fucked up. Okay, so we'll skip that one. Ah, thanks. Oh, Jess, hey. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, so this one's called Truth, and this is where I start having fun again, and I won't be breaking myself anymore here. Okay, so Truth. If I cut myself in front of you, will I bleed? Fuck yes, I will. If I cut myself in private, will I bleed? More than ever. This can't be said about most poets. That's it. And here's like my favorite poem I've ever written in the world. It's called Poetry. Poetry is bullshit. When we realize this, it may mean something. That's it. Oh shit! Hey David, what's going on, man? And I fucked up my paperwork shit here because I'm a dumbass. So, oh yeah, it goes like that. All right. I fucking, oh shit, I have that in here too? I didn't know I had that in here. Yeah, so I was printing the shit out. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna be all fucking legit and like print my shit out in big ass font so I could fucking read what the fuck I'm doing because I am blind as a fucking bat and I can't see anything. And when I'm normally reading something, I either have to hold it really far away or like squint and hold it up really close. And my glasses, every time I get new glasses, I don't know if this is a thing. You guys tell me, oh, you know what? I bet that's where it is. Boom. That's why we fucked up. Okay. Solve the problem, guys. I printed the shit out and it was supposed to come out on separate sheets of paper, but it printed on both sides upside down. So it would print one side and then instead of like turning the page, it's like flipped. So I don't know what the fuck's going on. All right. Art is subjective. Poetry is about as serious as an ingrown pube. We need to take the fluff out of poetry before it can ever be looked at by the normal average human. The poetry I see coming out now is all pap about how beautiful and strong insert name here is. There is no differentiating between them. They are all the same. Put any poet's name next to any poem you find, and no one would blink an eye. Men and women using fourth wave feminism to get in bed with strong women is just utter bullshit. Poetry needs to hurt. There needs to be feeling. Not only should poetry have balls, but it should kick you in the balls. You should get paper cuts reading it, even if it's digital. Writing those same poems. Oh shit. Nope, I'm not. I didn't do it. I fucked up. Form is like saying, oh, you color within the lines. Oh, you drive the speed limit. Oh, you saved your virginity for the marital bed. It's crap. It's safe. It's tired. You want some? Here you go. This is a haiku for you guys. Form is total shit. From my ass to the toilet to be flushed away. So there you go. Kaboom. Yeah, that's the other half of that. You should be able to chew it. It should taste good, but it should also cut your tongue, cut your cheeks, maybe even break your teeth. And before you say it, I think there are women out there writing better poetry with bigger balls than there are men writing it. Good poetry has no gender and no agenda. It should be bloods, guts, puke, and shit. Art is subjective, so you may disregard this poem. In all honesty, there is a woman named Holly Day who I think might be the best living poet there is. I've read some of her stuff, but I just ordered a bunch of her books. So when I get those, I'm going to go through it. And if I could say, like, legitimately, like, she's the best there is, I will let everyone know and I will scream it. But the stuff of hers I've read, it is fucking just soul wrenching, beautiful, brutal shit. She's amazing. Oh, how to write a poem. It is not hard. It should come easy. Like a breeze, like water running, like your heart beating. If it's difficult, stop. You are doing it wrong. If you are more worried about form than the words you're putting down, stop. You shouldn't have to force it, like squeezing a zit or a boil, waiting for it to explode. It should come easy, like cutting your flesh with a sharp razor and the blood pouring out onto the floor. If you have mastered this part, then please, for fuck's sake, have something to say. If your poem doesn't make people think, you have failed. If your poem is so obtuse that no one can understand it, you have failed. It should be simple and flow freely, but it must have something to say. It must have meat on the bone. If one doesn't think after reading your poem, then what they read was as trivial to them as reading an entry from your grade school diary. No one cares. And you are giving poetry a bad name and leaving an awful taste on the lips of those that have read them. Do your poems have to be about grief and loss? No. Can they be about love and happiness? Of course, but please have something to say. Make it simple. Let it flow. Less is more. Your poem is already out there. It is finished, floating around in the ether. All you have to do is shut the fuck up, sit down, and write it. Every poem that will be written has already been written. It is there on a different plane. You just have to let it come. Your words have already come together in your mind. Just sit the fuck down and write it. I'm not doing this for you. I'm not telling you this because I care about your future. I am simply telling you this for the selfish reason that I want something good to read. This is for me and me alone. You can go fucking die for all I care. Just don't kill off poetry before you go. All right. Okay, so this is to this and that's to that. And we'll come back to that hate poem. All right. Cool. I don't know how this is going to go over, but I'm going to go ahead and try it. This is called my tampon. This page, this paper, this is my tampon. It absorbs the blood that flows from me, the blood of my heart. I shove this tampon up the cunt of my soul so I don't leak blood on things, so I don't spill blood on people. If I didn't have this tampon, people, places, and things would be covered in my blood. My screams, my cramps would be heard for miles in every direction. And the only thing that would be able to stop me are those bullies who were once bullied so long ago. They would have to come at me with their badges and guns, make their tiny explosions, hurling lead at me, filling my torso with brand new cunts that some doctor will try to damn with a new and different kind of tampon. I'll look into the green jumping line, listen to the beeps, and the beeps will change to a single tone. A smile on my lips, my eyes will close, and eventually my blood will stop pouring out of me, and I will finally be dry. All right. That sure killed the room. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to go over. I hope it goes over well because that really meant a lot to me. So, words are words, man. All right. So, let me see. I wanted to, I like that one, read aloud a lot. Thank you. You know what? I just dropped my pages that I don't have numbered because I'm a douchebag. So I wanted to pull out a couple of old ones from some of my first chapbooks. And to be honest, I haven't really read over these a lot. So this might be kind of like me almost hearing it for the first time, like you might be hearing it for the first time. This is called piss. I'm so fucking tired of pissing on myself. That's a fucking true statement if I ever heard one. A couple weeks back, I pissed all over myself because I forgot I was wearing my big hoodie. And I had my phone and my keys in the front pocket. And as I stood in front of the toilet, my hoodie was a good 6 inches lower than my dick. And since I don't hold on to my dick while I'm pissing usually, I made a urine-filled waterfall. A man in a barrel could have ridden down the Golden Falls to his death. I ended up pissing all over the inside of my hoodie, the front of my pants, the floor, my flip-flops, which in turn meant my feet. I needed to change my clothes, and it was a good thing that I was home. Yesterday, however, I was at the grocery store. This is going to end very badly. I didn't even really need to go. I just wanted to draw on the walls of the bathroom with a permanent marker. This time I was wearing a long shirt, and that normally wouldn't have mattered. But since I was tagging on the stall wall while pissing and not paying attention, I suddenly felt warm water all over my toes. Yes, I was wearing flip-flops again. I had pissed all over my feet, the floor, my shirt, my shorts, the walls, pretty much everything, but the toilet. I quickly tried to fix the situation. In doing so, I destroyed anything of substance that I was writing on the bathroom wall. Now I had to exit the bathroom. I left the stall and looked in the mirror. There was piss all down the front of me. I would not be able to hide this. I thought about getting water all over me, but realized no matter what I did to hide the sight, I was going to smell of piss. 2 men entered the bathroom, and before I could figure out a plan, I walked out, back to my cart, smelling of piss, my flip-flops squishing with each step. And I finished shopping, knowing everyone there knew, and I went out to my car, got in, and remembered I was out of cigarettes. So that was a fun time. That was one of those times when I'm like, dude, this doesn't happen to people who are like 20. Like, this is like an old man problem. I'm urinating all over myself. This is fucking horrendous. Whew. All right. I am going to have a little schnoke. This is really good that I'm doing this, seriously, because, like, I'm seeing what I cannot do live, okay? It's okay, Jess. Thank you for coming by. Yeah. Just because poems are good doesn't mean you should read them all one after another if they're all horribly fucking depressing to make you cry. So, yeah. So, yeah. Fuck. All right. So this one is called A Fraction of a Second. And then I will talk about this one a little bit afterwards, because there will probably be some questions. So I was in downtown LA. I read that earlier and almost started fucking crying my fucking eyes out, dude. Like, yeah, that's a one-time thing. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm sure this you'll be able to watch this, but fucking hell, dude. That was too much. So I was walking in downtown LA, walking past the U.S. Bank building, It's the tallest building in Los Angeles. I'd always marveled at it from afar, but this was the first time that I stood in front of it. Sorry I'm late. I only caught the piss and the blood. Yeah, I for some real quick, for some reason I did all the sad stuff early, and hello Donald, and the more fun stuff later. Bad way to put that together. Okay, now I'm going to read this now. I had always marveled at it from afar. This is the first time that I stood in front of it. I wanted to look up and see how tall it was. From where I was standing, something inside me clicked, and I looked up. In a fraction of a second, I saw something that would forever change my life. Time seemed to stand still. What I saw was horrifying. I saw a woman, couldn't tell her age. All I remember from that second, that half second, was her face and her hair. Her hair was long and it waved violently. Her eyes seemed much too large for her head, for her face. They were protruding out of her skull. The whites of her eyes seemed to nearly engulf her face. Her mouth was open and her cheeks were flapping rapidly with the amount of air that was rushing against her face. Her teeth were as white as her eyes. I could see every tooth in her mouth. So many teeth it seemed unnatural. Her lips were pushed back far against her gums. And if I think hard, I think I could even see the veins in her gums. I'm not sure what caused me to move from that spot, but something pulled me out of my trance and I dove out of the way. Just as her face and the rest of her zoomed by me, smashing into the concrete where I once stood. I saw the whole thing happen. Even though I dove out of the way, I couldn't take my eyes off the scene. Where her head once was now a pile of red mush and hair. Her shoulders took the brunt of the impact. Her back snapped in half. Her legs came all the way around, framing what used to be her head. The jacket she was wearing, I think, was yellow before the fall. I think it was faux leather. There was so much blood. She had on a black skirt, black nylons, black pumps, black purse with a long gold chain. I wanted to look at her wallet to find her name, to find out who this woman was that came hurtling down at me. From somewhere up the U.S. Bank building, but I didn't. I looked down at myself and saw how much blood was on me. I looked at my hands, wiped them on my pants, then rubbed my face, and there was a lot of blood there too. And as my hands came down my face, I felt hard lumps in my skin. I pulled them out and realized it was bone, maybe teeth, shattered fragments of her. I kept all of them. I don't know why. They're on my dresser in a little glass bottle. And every time I look at them, I remember that fraction of a second. I wonder about her and wonder what would have happened if I didn't look up. Ah, woo. So yeah, so that was fraction of a second. And before anyone starts going, oh my God, is that a true story? Yes and no. That was a nightmare I had. And I woke up and it was just so fucking vivid. It was like you have those dreams sometimes where it's like you could see stuff and like you hear stuff or whatever. But then there's other dreams when like you can touch something, you can smell something, you can taste something, you could feel everything. And that dream was one of these things where it was like every single thing that was happening like was in real time. There wasn't any of that where you turn and then you're in another room. It was like I was walking forever just to get to the bottom of this building and look up to see how tall it was, kind of thing. It was a weird fucking dream. But yeah. So yeah, not a totally true story, but true enough for me. Because any truer than that, and I don't know what would happen. Let me see here. What's going on? I'm trying to get my computer to do what I tell it to do. For some reason it is not cooperating. And this is getting all funny. Oh wait, there was one more here I was gonna do. Is it right here? Nope. Nope. Oh man, what a day. You know, it's so funny. You have all this paper and you think everything's cool. And then you drop them and your life goes into absolute chaos because you didn't think to put page numbers on it. Insane. But that's what I get for trying to fucking get on top of shit. So how are we doing? Is everyone still okay? Have I depressed everybody too much? Well, I was talking about pissing and suicide, so that should be okay. There we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you, Christine. Okay, this one that I have sitting here. Yeah, I wonder if I should do that. I might do that. This is called Bullshit Poets. I'm reading poetry from so-called poets. They talk of love gone right and other pretend bullshit. Has your soul ever bled? Are you old enough to have experienced anything at all? Your shit is trite. Put your pen down, shut your laptop, and toss your phone into the sea. You know nothing real. You gush cuddles instead of blood. You have no pain to speak of, no knowledge of bleeding, no wisdom to know to put the line down. Please, you're setting poetry back hundreds of years. Stop. That is harsh. I'm going to come right out and say it. I think I was a little harsh there. But I wrote it, so you guys heard it. Let me see. What's going on? Oh, here, this is a short one, huh? Hey, this is funny. I'm going to even give you a little backstory here. This is a poem about my ex-wife. It's called Finally Sense. My ex-wife said today that Earth would be better off without humans on it. And it was the smartest thing that she had ever said to me. That's it. This is all like new shit here. Like, let me see what's going on. Oh man, this is like killing me. That is kind of harsh. What does that say? Also, this comment format is fucking with me. Oh no. Oh, enjoying this a lot. Thank you. I had a comment, but thought again. Yeah. You don't have to comment, guys. Like if it's freaking you out, don't worry about Oh yeah, I could do some of that. Okay. Oh shit. Yeah, I think my earlier comments didn't get through it. Yeah, I haven't seen any comments from you other than in the beginning. Oh, okay. Good. I haven't read this since I wrote it, so I have no idea what this is going to be like here. This is called We Are Sacks. Jesus, I was bent over in the shower trying to get some damn hot water on this terrible ache in my back. And it really hit me this time. We are just fucking sacks of meat and blood and bone and fat and shit. Oh fuck. We are such nothings. We are just a recipe gone bad, taken out of the oven too early. We aren't done yet, but we gorge on ourselves, crossing our fingers that we don't get salmonella. Oh crap, we are so fucked. Youth is wasted on the young, and consciousness is wasted on humanity. Right? Totally. Totally. There was where is it? I wrote a lot of poems last month, guys. Last month was a good fucking month. Oh, here's like a little coming of age story. This is called I Hated That Fucking Fence. It was fucking ugly. It was tall, faded, warped wood, bottoms of it broken out from the monster dog that lived behind it. I hated that fence. One day, walking by, there was no monster trying to eat me alive. No barking horse dog with half of its head underneath the broken planks, snapping jaws, foam and drool flying. It was gone. I figured it either died, fell asleep, caught a train, grew wings, teleported, or any number of other things. This was the first time I stared at that fence, really looking at it. I noticed how disgusting it was. Weeds growing up under it, halfway up the broken wood, cracks, knot holes, just an ugly gray goddamn splinter factory waiting for victims. I hated that fence. I kicked through one of the rotted planks. The snapping of the wood sounded good. It felt good, and I smiled. I couldn't remember when I smiled before that. I looked through the hole I made. The yard was overgrown too, waist high. Maybe the people who lived in the house were dead, and maybe they stopped feeding their horse, and it was too stupid to find other things to eat. I took a loose plank, pulled it off. That was good, but not as good as kicking, so I kicked another plank. It split in half, and my leg went through, making a long scrape up my shin. Blood trickled out, and that was okay. Breaking the fence sounded good and felt good. I took a step back and looked. The neighborhood was looking better already. I decided I'd take the whole fucking fence down. Come back, mow that grass, pull those weeds. This was great. The dog was dead. My ear was almost ripped off my head. I was pulled up on my tiptoes. What the fuck do you think you're doing? Some crazy old bitch with see-through skin and a fucking tracksuit and puffy paint designs was holding me up by my ear. What's it to you? You don't live here. This is my neighborhood, and I won't have little scamps tearing it up. Bitch, let go of my ear. I kicked her shin, and she was made of stone. I'm taking you to your mother. I know where you live. I'm making the neighborhood prettier. That fence is ugly. I hate it. It's not up to you. I wondered who. Nothing made sense. I was screaming, and this old bag was stronger than anyone I had ever known. When we got to my house, my screams from the driveway brought my mom out, and suddenly all three of us were screaming. 5 minutes later, none of us knew. Oh, come on. My computer's freezing. You're never going to happen in this poem, guys. Splinter Factory waiting for victims. You like that one, huh? Thank you. Okay, here we go. The old lady finally left, and my mom asked what happened. I pointed down another street to keep her from looking at the fence, and she grabbed me. My mom said she would call the police on the old lady. I told her not to worry about it, and that the old lady... This is why I don't read on the computer, because my computer's having a stroke all of a sudden. Come on. You're almost there. Oh, this is fucking painful. I told her not to worry about that. The old lady was obviously nuts. The whole rest of the summer, the fence was never fixed. I never heard the dog again. And by fall, we were out of the neighborhood. It may still be broken and ugly and shit. And I hated that fence. And I don't think I ever felt as much joy as I did when I put my foot through it. That was really difficult to read because it kept fucking freezing on me. So I think I'm going to call it there just because this is a pain in the ass trying to do it like this. So let's see. I tried to leave several comments about it that disappeared, so I want to say again. I really liked the graduation one and did not think it was sad, but I get how it might be for you. Yeah, I'm... All right, is my connection stable again? Yeah, looks like it is. I don't know what happened there, but there was some unstably stuff there. Yeah, so I'm drinking this Cab Sav from Yellowtail that for some stupid reason I opened last night, but I thought was Shiraz. And I like Shiraz, and I like that, just not as much. So it made me a little bit sad yesterday. But anyway, so this is now out, marked, the chapbook. A bunch of poems about Walmart and consumerism in America. That is on my Etsy shop. So is the Pharmaphoeinx Rises, this guy, and the Bukowski broadside and other stuff of mine. And there are 4 spots left in the Poetic Anarchy course that I'm going to be teaching. So if you haven't looked into it yet, take a look at it. You can find links to it everywhere in all my videos and all that other stuff. And yeah, everybody okay? We all good? All right. Then I'll leave the chat open a little bit right now while I finish this glass of wine and my cigarette. Thanks, guys. Right, I'm trying to keep it at 10. I don't know if more than 10 would be really difficult or not. Like, I've been in classes where there was like Zoom classes where there was like 20 people, and it gets a little crazy. So I definitely don't want to go that high, but I kind of wanted to cap it at 10. Hey, Bunny. Yeah. So is anybody watching that fight tonight? We be good. This was fun. Thanks, James. I honestly don't like fights that have a bunch of rules. And I have a feeling if I were to watch that, oh, it's tomorrow? Oh, thank God. I thought it was today. Not that I want to watch it, but if it was today, that would mean the bar on the corner would turn into a shit show. And capping it at 10 makes sense. Everyone talks over it. Yeah, that's the worst thing. That's going to be like one of those things where it's like, okay, check this out. We're going to do this, but everyone's going to be on mute until like I ask you to speak, because I have like audio anxiety. I don't know if that's a fucking thing, but noises make me want to fucking rage out. So, yeah, everyone's going to have to fucking be muted until it's everyone's time to talk. But whew, all right. Let me close out of this. Thanks everyone over here. I do want to end my Instagram video, and I will share it on the Iggy TV. I don't think there is a good cover. Yeah, we'll just do that. Oh man, it wants me to write shit? Come on, dude. I don't have fucking time for this crap. Oh man. Okay, since we're here, I'm gonna just read one more out of the Walmart book. And there's some small print. For most people, this probably isn't small at all. But for me, oh man. Oh, this one's kind of fun. This is called The Dead Walk Slowly. At Walmart today, it was as awful as usual, but something was different. There was an apathy among the shoppers. Everyone was slower than usual, barely lifting their feet as they walked. People shuffled along, bags under everyone's eyes. I saw a kid slamming his mom in the face with a foot-long salami while she checked her shopping list, and she didn't flinch. She just let him do it. Where did he learn that from, I wondered. There was a couple. She was really big and he was really tall. They were both in pajama pants and hoodies. They looked like death. He bent over in front of me to get something off the bottom shelf, and his pants fell all the way down around his ankles. No underwear. His bare white ass was looking at me. It was thin and hairless. He didn't jump. He didn't try to pull his pants up. He just let them fall. He moved slowly. I turned down another aisle. Everyone looked sick. There was another woman. She had makeup on, but still looked tired. She had a huge tattoo across her chest. She looked like she was going to throw up. A woman that looked just like her, but 30 years older, looked at me and started singing the Batman theme song from the 60s. She worked in some chuckles. Where the fuck am I thought. And how can I get out of here? Oh shit. Awesome, man. Thank you. But yeah, if you guys ever want to walk through a horror show, man, Walmart is the place for you. That place is a fucking nightmare of astronomical proportions. Every time you go in there, you see something you shouldn't see. And I don't know. I feel like I actually have a lot of stuff about shopping and being a rat in the maze. Oh, you used to work there? How was that? Is working there less crazy than shopping there? Oh, awful experience. Oh, okay. Well, shit. The Walmarts here in Ontario are mad too. I hate them. It's just like, dude, like, this is gonna sound really stupid, but if their prices on wine wasn't so fucking cheap, like, I don't think I would shop there. But fuck, dude, I get a big ass bottle of wine for barely nothing. So, like, I put up with the shit. Put up with the shit. They have good prices on other stuff too. Like their groceries are just so much cheaper than like normal grocery stores, and it's just, man, it's crazy. Like I could fill a cart and only spend like $80, and if I fill a cart at like Vaughn's or Safeway or Staters or something like that, Albertsons, it's like $300. So I don't know how they do it, but they do it. Um, they only just started selling booze in stores like that here. Not sure if they do at Wally or not, though, but their prices are cheap across the board, which is why people go there, I guess. This is the sad part, and this is why Walmart has destroyed mom and shop businesses or mom and pop shops all across the country. It's because you can either go to Walmart and get everything you need and then go home, or you could go down Main Street, USA, and have to go into like 7 different places to get everything you need. So, and then plus the prices are ridiculous. But it is, it's just scary, man. You know, however they do it, it's dirty as hell. Yeah, my guess is insane bulk, but I don't know. I've never worked there, um, but like I've seen things there. Missouri has liquor in Walmart, and it's cheap. You can buy liquor on clearance for crazy cheap prices. Dude, they have wine clearances every once in a while at the Walmart down in Yucca, man. And it's like, you gotta be fucking with me here. Like, um, it's just like, it's crazy. But if you want to talk, because I think JM said it earlier, I've been reading too much Ligotti. Dude, the reason why I connect with Ligotti so much, I think, is because when I first read his stuff, I was like, dude, this guy must go to Walmart. Like, we're seeing the same shit. Like, we're hearing the same strange conversations. You know, it's a little bit better with everyone wearing masks. Like, you can't hear people as clearly, but like normally you like go in and you're in the produce section and you're hearing 7 different conversations. None of them make sense. They all sound like they're being told by people in an asylum, and you're just like piecing shit together, and you're like, how am I alive right now? Like, this can't be really happening. Like, nothing seems real. And like even when you just walk into the bathroom at a Walmart, you'll find someone standing, not doing anything. They're just kind of standing in the bathroom, but almost like you're playing like a weird video game. And you go into a bathroom, and there's just some dude like standing, not in front of a urinal, not in front of the sink, not in front of a mirror, not in front of the paper towels. He's just standing. And it's like unnerving. And I'm probably going to write something about this, so I'll just talk about it now. But the other day, I was at Stater Brothers. This was not a Walmart story, but I'm sure you guys know this. Like, whenever you're shopping, you will be somewhere and you will end up with the same person, no matter how many aisles away you are after you initially saw that person. You will see that person again, and they will stop right in front of whatever you're trying to grab off the shelf. And they will just be in your way the entire fucking day. And if you're lucky, you don't get stuck behind them in the checkout line, or they're not behind you in the checkout line. But sometimes you're not that lucky, and the one person will always be there, always. And there was a person like this, and this might make me sound like a horrible human being, and I really hope it doesn't. I have very high levels of anxiety and madness and all sorts of other shit. So I can't handle certain things, okay? And this thing I couldn't handle. Maybe that's hell just stuck sitting around Walmart. Dude, I swear to God, if hell is Walmart, like, I'll fucking ask forgiveness right now, dude. Like, I do not want to be in there for longer than 20 minutes, and I hear eternity is a bit longer than 20 minutes. But so this guy who kept cutting me off and getting in my way and all this shit, I saw him. The first time I saw him in the store was right when I came in, and he was right behind me, and we like kind of had one of these things when we were trying to get the carts, you know, where you're like in someone's way and you're trying to like move and kind of get out of someone else's way. Anyway, I saw him he had this bag in his hand, like a plastic bag. It was like a clear, thick plastic bag. And he hung it on the little metal loops that are on the top of the cart, but right under where the handles are. So like where you would put your kid in the seat, like the little metal ring things, he hung this plastic bag there. And there was something in the bag, and the bag was totally transparent so you could see it. And it was just a little thing across the bottom, and it was urine. It was piss, like a brownish yellow piss. And then I saw that there was a tube on the bag, and the tube went down and then up his shorts. And I'm like, holy shit, that's a fucking colostomy bag. Hey, Alana, you came in at the fucking worst possible time. I just said colostomy bag. This can't be getting any better. And so, like, I'm following him or just trying to get around him to do my shopping. And he keeps appearing. He keeps, like, I will go 3 aisles over. I turn around and he's in my fucking aisle. And I'm like, okay, well, fuck this. I'll go to produce. Go to produce, grab something. I turn around and there he fucking is again. And it was just this constant thing going. But as this shopping extravaganza was going, the urine in the bag was getting fuller. And next thing I know, like, the thing's half full. And I'm like, he's just like, there's piss and it's coming out of him and it's in the bag that's on the cart. And then I start thinking, I wonder how many bags of piss have been on the shopping carts that I push. Like, it just started making me think about, like, I wonder if I've just never noticed people with colostomy bags. Like, you would think that's something you would see. And then, like, I was like walking behind him, trying to get around him, but the tube, I could see the tube, and in the tube, like, it would be like piss, air, piss, air, piss, air. And while he was walking, it would be like moving up the tube. And I just like fucking lost it, dude. Like, I thought I was gonna have a full-on panic attack. I don't know why. It's just a bag of fucking piss. Is it really that big of a deal? Is it gross? Kinda. But the dude can't help it, and the dude's got to fucking eat, right? Yes, he could order his groceries online. Yes, someone could probably do this for him. But why should I keep him from going grocery shopping just because I don't want to stare at his dark yellow pee? Like, is this like, am I overreacting? Am I underreacting? What reaction are you supposed to have when you're at a grocery store full of food that you're going to consume and there's a bag of piss hanging on the receptacle that you hold all your groceries in? Where's the line? Where do you draw it? What's the score? What the fuck is happening? Like, yeah. So, I think kids are grosser. They are, because they pick their nose and stuff, and then they wipe it on stuff. And they'll touch like raw meat and then pick their nose again and then lick their fingers. Kids are disgusting. Yay, bad timing award. Yeah, you won that one. Let's see. No, it's not the worst time. This whole thing has been piss and shit and puke. Yeah, there is a lot of that. I didn't even get into any of my good shit poems. Most of them keep their bags hidden. Yeah, I heard somebody say something like you like clip it in your jacket or in your shirt or something like that. Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, I don't know. And now, like, because I've said what I've said, chances are, like, I will lose my voice, not be able to type anymore, and I will end up with a colostomy bag, and I'll be a fucking greeter at Walmart. Like, that's like probably the future that is held for me. So we'll see. Hopefully, with all the smoking I do, I get one of those cool fucking robot voice box things, and I could go like, "Welcome to Walmart. I love you." Like, whatever you say, like, that'd be fucking the shit. And I think when I'm old, like, one of the great things about getting older is the lack of giving a shit about literally everything. Like the older you get, like, you just fart in public, don't give a shit. If you piss your pants, you're an old dude, you pissed your pants. My bad. Sorry. You do whatever the fuck you want, and people are like, "Oh, you're just a silly old man." Like, be in a old folks home and harass the nurses, and it's just a silly old man. I'm not sure if they do that procedure these days. Have to check. Yeah, there's got to be some procedure to make me a cool elderly person that doesn't give a fuck about anything. So at that point, like, that reminds me of another ridiculous story. Jesus Christ, what am I talking about? You don't piss your pants? Oh my gosh, Adam Sandler, are we fucking joking right now? All the cool kids are pissing their pants. Yeah. So then everyone gets on the bus with piss pants. Yeah, that's good shit. That was like in that weird like year and a half window when the things Adam Sandler did weren't completely horrible and shit, that has plagued him ever since. But anyway, so that brought up this vision in my head. There was this guy. Okay, when I was like 16, I tried to get a job at McDonald's. It was close. I figured I could eat a bunch of food, not have to pay for it, the whole deal. I didn't get hired. And I was like, how the fuck did I not get hired? And then over the next week or two, I saw some of the people that did get hired. And I was shocked. I was like, how the fuck did these guys get hired and I got passed up? Did I seem too ambitious? Like, what's the fucking problem here? And one of the guys they hired was this like super old dude. And he had thing I'll always remember about him. He was like 12 feet tall, first off, so that's terrifying. But his eyes were like so deep into his head, like just like sunken into his eye sockets. And totally, yeah, that's exactly what that's what all the Walmart greeters should sound like, actually. But yeah, so this guy, he was just like very old, eyes sunk back in his head, but his eyes were like crystal bright blue. Like they could like cut glass. Like they were just like crazy blue. And I can't remember what his name was, but he just like walked around McDonald's and like cleaned tables and picked up trays, brought your food out to you. You will buy cheap products or you will be exterminated. Yeah. And I just always wondered about him. I'm like, dude, is he working here because like he retired and is bored? Or is he working here because like his pension got cut after like 40 years of slaving away at the same company, like 9 to 10 hours a day for your whole life? And then I'm like, maybe his wife's dead and he needs something to like keep his brain going on things that aren't him thinking about his dead wife. And like, I wonder how many dogs he's owned over his life. And I wonder if he thought, like, man, when I'm 73, I'm going to be working at McDonald's. Like, I just thought about him all the time in high school, just like wondering, like, what he did. And see, now if this was a movie, I would have like followed him home on my bike and then watched him like murder and eat a bunch of people in his kitchen. But no, I never followed him. But it just always bothered me. I'm just like, I wanted to know what his situation was, like how he ended up there and how he beat me out of the fucking job. Tell you what, that's not cool. Me showing compassion for somebody who stole my fucking job. Dude, when I was 16, we got to get out of here. Yeah, I'm just blabbling because I'm drinking wine. So you could have just asked. I could not have just asked. I would have felt like a complete asshole because I would have said it all fucking stupid. And I would have said, what the fuck are you doing here? And how did you get the job that I couldn't get? Like, what did you put on your fucking resume that made my resume look like shit? I didn't have a resume. This is like my first job. So that might have been it. But anyway, okay, I'm going to go. This is out of control. I'm talking about weird shit now. So, thank everyone for coming. I really appreciate it. You guys are amazing. You made me feel very comfortable crying. And that is cool because I typically don't like to do that in front of people. That's more of a alone in the shower thing. Walmart usually hires retired folks on Social Security and little to no retirement funds. That is one good thing they do. Yeah. Well, yeah, it was fun. You came in at right at the right time. So, all right, everybody. I'll see you guys later.